Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
He's gonna give us hints along
Can't
the way.
you see this is eating me up inside?
You don't know what
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
someday you are going to know. You have to learn.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here! You're going to find out.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
I hope someday you have children and will look with all.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
I hope someday you have children.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and yolk gizzards.
Get older. I hope someday you have...
Halfway there.
Emmett!
They
Keep
misspelled
up the
Emmett.
good work.
Okay, it's gonna get a little tougher, more
You know
fast-paced.
who invented fire pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton. Yes.
Whoopsie daisy.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Okay, let's try
I
this
don't know
again.
what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings? Someday, you
You
guys.
really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
The Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
You're going to someday, you guys.
Why are you always bellowing at me? Father, why don't you ever listen to me? Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly.
Oh, that did not work. Yeah, the hints get a little harder to understand.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father.
Alright, come on.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Why he's bellowing like that? You're going to
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
You it! You got
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters? You didn't
I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Law? What use is a microorganism for law?
You've got your head.
It's actually a game where the subtitles help out a
Almost
lot.
there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father!
Alright, come on.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Cannot face
Stop being such a crank!
face in my head.
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
If only a fanatic.
Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
You are going to learn, boy.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
You are such good guy.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
The face
This
in
may
my
come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
If only
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
I didn't know what the current help was.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
I guess it was the bacteria. Alright, one more time.
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
Whoops, that was actually the release valve. That was my bad.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Okay.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Why are you always bellowing at me? Why won't you release me from your unattainable...
Yeah, these hints are getting a little difficult.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
The veins in my head.
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
I cannot face
Pressuring me to be something I'm not. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. Oh! Oh, what? Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late. But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. All right, I'm coming, Doc.